We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And here is Nigel Benn. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a 72.8-inch reach. And his opponent, St. George Groves. This former super middleweight world champion stands 6 foot tall, even with a reach of 72 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
And it's Nigel the Dark Destroyer Benn, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England. St. George Groves, this London, England native always brings the pain. He's a former super middleweight world champion and still believes he can get back on top.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn. Fighting out of the blue corner, a European, British, and Commonwealth super middleweight title holder from London, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, St. George Groves.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the action happens.
In what I say, you must obey. Good luck.
What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. That left scores. They exchange punches. That punch landed. Counter right. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
God, listen to them, listen to them. You can hear the noise, but you don't know what they're saying. It's that loud. I'm sorry, man. I'm shouting you here. I'm sorry.
He fails to score with that left hook. Punch, counter punch. And he misses with the left uppercut. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
You've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Right when you think the pace will slow down, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Good counter left hand there. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Left counter scores. Missed him with that uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. And a counter left. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
Nice shot with the left. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab. Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now
These two fighters are made for one another. He's got to get out of there. They've avoided catastrophe there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
as long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Trying to score that left, but can't. Lands with the right counter. Nice job landing that left counter punch. This fight has a real good flow to it. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Good left counter that lands. They score with that left hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, that punch. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
the fourth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That punch scores. That one will count. Catch and shoot. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Coming, George Groves. He's seeing stars. Oh, George Groves finally crumbles to the canvas. As we enter the final 10 seconds, who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? St. George is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over.
They believe their fight.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around? You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice counter. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more.
And he caught George Groves big there. He's got a wounded animal right in front of him. Can he put him away? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That counter shot. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
And this with that jab. Counter right hand again. That's another scoring shot. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Perfect counter lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Right uppercut just off target. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nigel Benn down. Can you believe it?
I've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. Can make or break a fighter.
Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. These punches coming from every angle. Solid punch. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Fantastic punch. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Now nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Good counter-punching from both these fighters. Big right hand just misses. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot. Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter has determined that this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell to start round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Great counter right hand there. Good counter punch. Going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots, but that leaves more opportunities for headshots. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows and he caught George Groves big there. Oh, George Groves finally crumbles to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure. And Groves goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.